Now that we have set up those basic entries, we're ready to come over to bills of material. And so in the bills of material, this is where you can come in and you can say, I'm going to grab a finished good item. And if you remember, I looked at these FGs over and the SFs and the RMs all over when we were in inventory control. And now I see the same list here. And that is simply because I am looking at the same system. So I'm going to grab this FG004 here just because, no particular reason. And now we can see that it's an assembly, its unit of measure is a piece. We can see its standard cost, its calculated cost, its variancing. We can see its operations, cutting. We can see its resources, factory overheads. There are no tools attached to this operation. And now we can come through and see the components that were in here. And so this has just got a raw material sample 12 as a component on here. I can then maintain engineering change orders and versions of a bill of material. I can list instructions for this bill of material, and I can produce a co-product. Now, producing a co-product would be, as an example, if you were cutting something, you would, in certain metals, as an example, or in wood products. We did this not too long ago with a wood products company. They actually reclaim or capture the shavings off the sawing process. So again, we have our components here, but we can have many components, and we can also append or insert, simply by hitting the insertion key. You can then come through and add other components to it. You can see an exploded bill of material if there was many layers to this. So you can come through. I'm going to go see if I can find another. So you can either have multiple parts on a single level, or it does support multiple layer BOMs, and you see that here with this one. This is a subassembly that then has additional pieces to it. And here what we would do is we would issue a work order to build SF003 along with the work order that builds the FG002. So it will create work order 1234-1 and 1234-2 because there's a sub that needs to be assembled for this, and that's the way it handles subs. And again, if we just walk through this one a little bit different, we're still in revision 1.0, and my sample data does not have anything with an additional revision. But you can notice we're in a pack. Our batch size is 1, so you can have batch sizes. If you have to build these in series of 12s, you can have a batch size of 12, and then the costing is based on the batch size. So your costing is all to build 12 items. Again, here we have a little more different labor in this one. We have the 3 components, no versioning, no instructions, and no co-products in this. Okay. So that's bill of materials. Now, one of the things that comes in to bill of materials is substitutions. And so we do have a subsection here to come through, grab an item, substitute it, and it will replace that item in all of bills of materials. The other area that we get into maintenance here is standard cost maintenance. And so we can come through and pull standard costs from a last assembly. So if I go to the FG-004 that we were looking at before, here's my materials costs and overhead costs from prior assemblies. I can then look at a last MO, last time we built this, and I can compare those two here. I can use that to update standard cost if I want to. All right, and then if you are doing a lot of bill of materials, there are 2 different bill of material upload utilities where the bill of materials can be built, say, in an Excel spreadsheet and then brought into the system if that is a preferred way. That is more when you're doing the one-off bill of material type work. You may already have a group of templates in place or Excel sheets that you use to cost or anticipate projects. And so you can come through with a little modification and have those ready and suck them into the system rather than re-enter all of that data as a bill of material. So it takes some work to get those done, but that functionality is offered in here.